Good afternoon, boys and girls, and welcome to the Southern Wing of the Stink Bug Works. I met with that client today, and what a small world. Turns out this guy is a German, and he's over here and he sells solar panels, and of course he's making more money than God, and he's also a glider pilot. So we spent more time showing pictures of gliders and talking glider stories than we did talking about his property. And then his real estate gal shows up and she's talking about her property. Turns out I did the perk test and the parcel map that created her lot back in the 70s, and my partner was the guy that worked for the county and approved my work on her lot. Small world. Anyway, you know how there's a number of personalities in this world. You know, if you're a explorer, you have to explore. If you're a criminal mastermind, you have to plot to take over the world. I'm an inventor, and so I have to invent stuff. And I'm strolling through eBay, as I want to do, looking for something. I have an idea for this. I'll get to that in a minute. I want for something interesting, and lo and behold, something interesting hit me. And the first thing that hit me was the ridiculous low price. I mean, we're talking ridiculous low price. So I grabbed one just because, and then I did some studying online, and I found that, there's a whole bunch of information out there, but here it is. Do you know what this is, boys and girls? Do you know what this is? This is a steam-powered putt-putt boat. And what you do is you fill this pipe and this boiler, and then this pipe with water, and you set it in the water. Then you light this wick, and you slide this under that little boiler. And pretty soon that little boiler will warm up, and it'll start going pop, 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 pop. And the boat will move forward. Well, I've done some research on these things, and the reason they go pop, pop isn't because they need that for propulsion. That was done just for the sound effect. There are guys running steamboats like this that have a solid boiler that doesn't pop, and it still propels them through the water. Well, now, how does that work? Well, here's the deal. Here's the deal. What happens is gas, be it water vapor, air, or a mixture of water vapor and air, forms in this boiler. And so the heat, you're actually heating up gas. And this gas expands, and as it expands, it cools, because of Boyle's law, P1 V1 over T1 equals P2 V2 over T2, Boyle's law. And so as it expands, it cools, and as it cools, there's more water in here in the pipes. And so what's happening is there's a column of water this big, and it oscillates in this pipe. And as it goes out this way, it acts like a fire hose and sprays out like that. But as it goes in, it acts like a vacuum cleaner and kind of sucks it in from all angles, and actually more so from the side. So the net result of that is you have more straight gazzetta and more angled gazinta. So your gazzetta in one direction is greater, and that propels them forward. And I've seen larger boats that have a solid boiler with a number of pipes. One pipe would work. They give you two just so you can fill one and see it come out the other. But, you know, this guy's trying to get some speed out of these things, and he's using 6 and 7 and 8 pipes, and sometimes 2 or 3 motors. He's got one that uses a stainless steel popper on 2 little motors, and when they're going in tandem, oh man, the sound is it's actually cool, but it's incredibly loud. Anyway, I just got to thinking, wonder what you could do with a power system like that and a radio. All you'd need is a rudder, and quite frankly, you remember the old magnetic actuators that they used on the little indoor radios? At first, you didn't have a servo. You just had a magnet, and it either give you full left, neutral, or full right. You know, you didn't have a choice. And with this, or something on this order, you wouldn't need a choice. The only thing you want to do when you're building this is make sure whatever you make it out of will withstand any temperatures created by this. I've seen guys that use lower temperature burning waxes and oils, and they actually make these tubes out of drinking straws. So, you know, but you want your hull, you don't want your boat to be going out in the pond and just burst into flames. So anyway, just a thought. I mean, these things are like $1. I mean, they're dirt cheap. Okay, I just thought I'd share something. Oh, this. I'll tell you what. I was thinking, and I really wanted to do something in the vein of a hydroplane. But I've got the T3, which is going to go into the paint shop soon, and this is going to be a beat-around version, you know, not the high-speed whiz-bang stuff, but just something to go have fun with. This is going to be something actually pretty wicked fast on 3S. So I'm thinking hydroplane, but I got hydroplanes out the wazoo right now. But there is something I don't have. I don't have a canard. Does anybody know of a good set of canard hydroplane plants? Maybe this should go into a canard, because I can hardly think of any other thing to do with it. Why not put it in a canard? Until next time, boys and girls, jet out.